have Symplicity.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Can you see me and see my screen?
Yes.
Super. Thank you. I only have a couple of slides to begin with, and then I'll demo our solution. So thank you, Iran, for finishing also on time and for also allowing us to present here. Here at the MBSCCA, the European Conference, this time it's me and Alan Oviedo. Symplicity is also a global provider. So we consider ourselves a global leader in employability. We have approximately 1,500 clients around the world in actually 36 countries. You can find us in Latin America. You can find us in Australia, in Asia, in even South Africa. We speak 5 languages. So our solutions, when I say we speak, it means our solutions speak 5 languages. Our support team speaks 5 languages. Our product speaks 5 languages. And just to give you an indication of our growth rate, last year, we acquired approximately 150 new clients around the world. These are just some of the logos that we collaborate with, but you can see here leading institutions in Mexico, in Singapore, in Europe, and in the United States. We have a range of solutions also. We don't just focus on employability, we also focus on skills and skill development, and that's our solution, UniHub. We focus on conduct and student conduct. So we see that that is an increasing concern among universities around the world, and that's our Advocate solution. And we also focus on accessibility and disability services. We also see that there is an increasing concern from universities in helping these students and accommodating their requests from around the world. However, the focus of today is CSM. That's our employability solution. And I'll be showcasing our solution to you shortly. But before I do that, I also wanted to emphasize that our businesses or our partnerships with clients are based on trust. Our clients own their data exclusively. We do not position our clients' data, or we do not sell them to companies for jobs. And our clients, our universities, are maximum our top priority. So when we partner with a university, they are the most important stakeholder in our equation. So I'll advance quickly. These are the modules that are our complete set of modules and capabilities. And without further ado, I'll jump into a demo of our solution. So Symplicity CSM has 4 interfaces, and while the student interfaces, which is an example of what we see here on our screen, which is also available on a mobile app, and it can be found for iOS and Android devices. All our interfaces are responsive. Our second interface is the employer interface, which is where companies log in and they post jobs and they request to attend on campus, or they answer surveys. The third interface is the faculty interface. So we break down silos here, and we allow the faculty to also have access to the employability solution. So they could be reviewing internships, they could be evaluating internships. And then last but not least, we also have the staff interface, which is where the university teams log in. They create content, they approve content, and they also generate reports. So what we see here in front of us is an example of the student homepage. All the content that you see here can be segmented, targeted, and positioned to specific student audiences that you want to focus your services at. So that applies to jobs, that applies to announcements, that applies to resources and events. Probably the most visited area of our solution is the jobs area. So this is where students go to browse job posts and internships posted on the platform. And if you're wondering, how do these jobs arrive here? How do they arrive to our solution? Where they can arrive because the company has posted them directly. They can arrive because you, the institution, have posted them, or they can arrive via our powerful, we have an algorithm that pulls jobs from top European portals using a refined search of keywords that we refined with you, our clients. So basically, you have access to the jobs that companies post for you directly, but we also bring you jobs, MBA qualified jobs every week to your portals. I'm not going to go through every functionality in every area of the portal, so I made a selection for the purpose of today's demo. So students also have a profile on the platform, and this is where they add their skills, they add their previous work experiences, and they can also interconnect this profile with social media, with a LinkedIn account. They can also go a step further and share this profile with companies and receive some analytics with regards to those views. But what's important with this, with the skills part here that I mentioned earlier on, is that these skills are also reportable. So you can report on the skills on demand by the employers when they post jobs, and the skills that your students say that they have, and you can identify skills gap or areas where you need to prioritize some of your efforts on. Now, this year, as you all know, has been a very strange year, and has been a year where many of our clients have found themselves in a difficult position where they had to accelerate the digital transformation very, very quickly. They had to digitalize almost all of the services if they were to continue to operate. So we decided to make CSM allow universities to have a completely digital virtual career center. And all of our functionalities and capabilities have also the virtual component to them, allowing the career center to virtually continue offering those services without any physical contact. So the first area that we virtualize is virtual career fair. So we also have our own virtual career fair, which is it came out as an immediate response to the pandemic. And through our virtual career fair, clients can have, the students have one-to-one chats with clients and also group chats. And students can also chat with multiple companies at the same time. There's no limit to the number of employers that a student can chat with. There's no limit to the number of employers that can join the platform, and there's no limit to the number of career fairs that you can have. It's all included. It's all incorporated within what we call Symplicity, the Symplicity CSM package and solution. And what's more, everything is reportable. So every interaction that a student has with an employer is reportable. So you can see, for example, which student has chatted with which employer, what the student said about the employer, and what the employer said about the student. So you see here on the right-hand side, there is an algorithm that calculates the waiting time for the student. So the student knows that they're in the queue, and when the turn is to chat with this employer, they will receive a pop-up with a link to connect to that employer. Now, the next, when we offered this offering and we gave it to our clients, the next feedback that we got was like, hey, but all these employers and all these companies, they all use different platforms out there. Some of them, they use Teams, some of them, they use Zoom, other ones use, Google or GoToMeeting. So we decided to make our solution universally compatible with every video conferencing tool out there. So we allow employers to bring their own tool to the virtual career fair. So when they register, they say, hey, I'll be using Teams for this virtual career fair for my chats. And that's fine. They just, the students just connect directly to their Teams chat. Now, continuing on the student side, another module that has been very popular, especially down in Australia, is Pathways. And Pathways is a capability that we give universities to offer structured workflows over time to students, so they complete a certain set of tasks over time and they can measure their progress. And these tasks could be related to system functionality or not. So it could be that they need to apply to a job, they need to answer a survey, they need to attend a career fair, or it could be completely external. The tasks can be mandatory, or it could be one of many. And tasks can also be integrated with another solution at your university. So if, for example, you would like to encourage your students to finish a course on Blackboard or Moodle or Canvas, and consider that as a step within their progress of their acceleration plan, then that could form part of the pathway, and the students will be able to see the progress throughout this pathway. Another quick feature that I wanted to share with you, we also have incorporated mock interviews. And these are video-based interviews that students can practice using audio and video anytime, anywhere, wherever they are. You can create your own questions that students can practice for these interviews, and you can also have them request feedback and provide them feedback. Now, I'm not going to go through the entire mock interview. I just wanted to show you very quickly the basics of it, but basically, it's me again. So you can see me, I'm just here testing my, my audio. And then the next steps is that I begin my mock interview practice. The next area I would like to explore with you in this short demo is the manager user interface. So this is where, we consider this probably the most rich and powerful area of our platform. So if we go to that student's profile that we were looking at earlier on, we can see a more manager user focused or staff user focused view. So we can get some quick analytics on that student's behavior. What is their engagement, the recent engagement with you with the Career Center, and how many jobs did they apply to which jobs did they apply to, how many events did they register to, if it's specific appointments or coaching that you're looking at, which appointments with who were these appointments, what are the notes. So we're also very proud to position ourselves as a student CRM, because within the advising area, you can also create follow-up actions for your students. You can add notes, so you can have a very centralized way of managing the relationship with your students. And this also applies for employers. So for those of you out there that do not yet use a CRM to manage your relationship with employers, Symplicity CSM can also cater for that need. Now, the next area I would like to explore is our analytics and dash and reporting capabilities. So in this area, we have 4 key components, 4 key areas. The first part are the standard dashboards, and these standard dashboards are focused on student engagement. So we can see, when students are logging in, what they are doing on the platform, are they applying to jobs, when is the peak, when do they apply to most jobs, which kind of advising appointments are they requesting mostly, which kind of events they have most interest in. And there's also a set of automated activities that you can program based on this, but you can also act upon this dashboard. So you can say, hey, I want to target this group that doesn't attend the events. I want to target this group that doesn't apply to jobs. So a lot of our clients also said, hey, this dashboard is great and it's very insightful, but I wish we could create our own dashboard, with our own insights. So we also gave our clients this capability. So this is an example of a dashboard I created for this demo, but you can see that this pulls in the skills from the student's profile. And this gets refreshed each time that data changes. So that provides that set of insights to the university team. And this can also be limited to a specific set of users. So you can say, look, I only want this dashboard to be visible to the head of the department or only to the employer engagement team. The third and fourth components are the capabilities for you to create your own reports, of course, and export them in CSV or Excel format. And the reporting layer, as with all of the other layers that I've talked about earlier on, are accessible via APIs. We also have a REST API layer that allows you to interconnect with any other solution on the cloud that has integration capabilities. Now, beyond that, we also have a communications module that brings its own set of analytics. So within our newsletters or within any emails that you may want to send out, you can also obtain email analytics. So you can see if your students are interested in the content that you're sharing and which students are interested and which devices they're using. And if you wanted to have a more granular breakdown, you can see that this student has opened twice, whereas this one didn't click and didn't open at all. Now, one of I consider the strong points of Symplicity CSM is that it's very highly configurable. So you see all these labels and names that you hear, you can change them and adapt them to the naming that you use at your institution. You can adapt your institution's branding, your logos, the colors, and look and feel that you would like to use. So it's very highly configurable, and all the content can be segmented, targeted, and positioned both to employers, to students, or internally within staff. So for the last 2 minutes of this demo, I'm going to try to also showcase our student mobile app. And I hope that I managed to do this, because it's always risky when I try to do these things live. So if you allow me 1 second, please, and I will bring the mobile app on my screen. We'll be around, both Alan and I will be around throughout the conference. So if you would like a more detailed demo, we would like to see something with further detail, we'll be very happy to schedule a demo or showcase our solution to you with more detail. So this is my phone, as you can see. and I'm going to open the Symplicity Student mobile app. So this is an example of how a student sees our mobile app. So you can scroll left and right through the job opportunities, and it's got a very a Netflix-ish kind of approach in its design. If there's an intelligent algorithm that learns, and if you assert that you don't like a specific opportunity, then the algorithm will not show you a similar opportunity in the future. And if you do, it will show you more similar. And you can also see your jobs that other students within your class are applying to. And you can also attend the virtual career fair through the student mobile app. So we found that students increasingly prefer to engage on the devices they prefer to use mostly. So we've made our virtual career fair also available on the student mobile app. So students can also answer the surveys on the student mobile app and also request appointments. The last but not least that I would like to mention in this demo, and we also have MBA CSEA survey reporting that has been approved by the MBA CSEA. And if you would like to find more about it or about our MBA CSEA reporting capabilities, please reach out to me or Alan during this event. So we're very excited to be here, and thank you for your attention today.
All right, great. Thanks again to you and all of our other sponsors for taking the time to speak with us today. I hope you all gained a lot from those demos.